So this is the Avalon keyboard. It's actually in group buy right now until August 11th. So let us look at it. Whoa. So this is the white, or well, okay, so I think this is actually the second run of the board. The first run is already ran in case you guys notice that there is content on it. So this is the white unit. This is not one of the group buy units. The group buy unit will come in black, navy, tan. And then the accent color like that you see right here is either black, red, or gold. Thanks for the follow. How would I recommend cleaning the Ginkgo Deskmat, by the way? I've heard like many different things. I've heard people wash like in the washer dryer, or they'll like wash it in the washing machine and then dry it on low heat, or they'll air dry it. I've heard people just like use soap to like rinse out whatever they've made on it or whatever messes on it and then hang it. Yeah. Yeah, so basically like there's many different ways that you can like wash a dust mat, but yeah, so this one is in, it started the group by July 28th, so a few days ago. It runs until August 11th. It's a keeper kit, so it starts at $350. You get an FR4 plate, and it's hot swap PCB only. Apparently there was not enough interest for solder, so it's going to be hot swap only. It is a leaf spring gasket, 65% XT. However, there are 3 different mounting styles. So there is suspension, PCB, and plate. So you have this frame, and depending on the orientation of the frame, it changes the mounting, right? Yeah, this is the R2. Well, so this is the R1 colorway, but for the R2, which is in group right now, you have black, navy, tan. Accent color, you have black, red, and gold. Right. So this board has, I've noticed it's themes of 3, right? You have 3 mounting, 3 colors, 3 accents. But yeah. Tan is so underrated for keeps. I feel like you're starting to see more and more, but let's just look at the board. Okay. So here's the front. So you can see 65 with exploded right here with the column. Here, oops. Here's the side. So here you can see the accent color. Here's the back. So I don't know if you can see the weight. Whoa. Here's the USB port side. And then here is the front lip. It is very pretty. So the first thing I noticed is the feet. So you have 2 right here, and then you have 2 on the side right there, rather than doing like 2, 2, 2, 2. So the feet are only on the bottom piece. It's not on the weight. I'm interested to see what the inside of this looks like, because you do have this like accent in the frame. So let's just go ahead and open it up. So I don't know if you saw these, but little feathers. So in 3s. 1, 2, 3. Interesting. In terms of screws, you do see 8 screws. So 4 on top, 4 on the bottom. Yeah, and then you have this little accent thing right here as well. Neat. Yeah, let's go ahead and open this up so we can kind of see what the internals look like. This is too big. Hello. There's a lot of little things I love about it. Yeah. Oh shoot. Hold on. Should I post on threads that I'm live? Do people actually look at threads these days? WTF? What? Back to Twitter? Wait, really? Trailblazer. Please hold, I am doing my social media. Yo, what's up, Avo? Hello, presents. Yeah, please hold while I do this. So we're going back to X. X. Okay. Racing the Rain, no. What's that? Okay, cool. I've posted on all the social media. Okay, so we're gonna open up and see what the internals of this looks like. So it's interesting because this board has, the 3 different mounting styles that you can do. However, one of them is non-reversible because it uses leaf springs, right? At least the plate does. And if you want to do plate, you have to break out the gaskets. So I would recommend probably buying extra plate if wait, is it on the, hold on, the extra parts? Yeah, I'd recommend buying extras in case that's what you want to do. It's about a book. It's a book about a race car driver trying to make it through the perspective of his dogs. Oh, feel like your legacy is pulls on the heartstrings. Oh my goodness. Do you guys know that I cry a lot? I don't do drugs. I don't do alcohol. Instead, I just cry. Like, that's how I cope. I mean, I don't want to say, like, I cry often, but it's just like, as someone who has, like, 0 coping mechanisms, the way I cope is, I just cry. Yeah, with one eye, yeah. Uh-huh. Okay. So it's actually on the gaskets or the leaf spring are both on the PCB and the plate. Okay, so here is the interesting thing. So this is the board pretty much almost deconstructed, except you can take this part out. I'm going to show you guys this part. Yo, Gordon, what's up? So excluding the PCB and plate, here's what you get with the case. You have your internal weight right here. This is what it looks like on the inside. Interesting. So you have bottom piece, top piece, and then here is the frame I was talking about. And depending on where you put the PCB or plate, it changes the mounting. So earlier, you know how I was saying like, oh, there's 3 mounting styles. So there's suspension where the frame, so this piece, goes in between the PCB and plate, right? There's PCB mount where the PCB is under the frame, but on top of the bottom case. And then there's plate, which is non-reversible because you have to break off these tabs. You have to break off these PCB tabs, right? And that's on top of the frame and the bottom case. So it's a little confusing, but basically, depending on the mounting style that you want to use, this comes into play, right? This is the frame. And this is also, let's see. Oh, what is this? This is also the accent piece that you see, but yeah. So that's all the parts there. So the channel, it does use daughterboard JST, and then here you can see the channel. Yeah, and so earlier I made a mistake and I said the tabs that you have to break off are on the plate, but it's actually on the PCB, it seems. So you can see these little tabs where you can break it off. So yeah. Yo, what's up, Momo? So looking at the PCB, here you can see the light badge. Hot swap, it looks like you do have choice of like bottom row. You can do split backspace. You could do split left shift. So even though it's hot swap, you still have options. Here's the back. FJ Labs. I was gonna buy some Zakus on Mac Market. The guy sold them without updating. Oh no. Okay. I was looking at a quick question. Are Namazus really good unlubed? I'm usually under the category of just like lubing all your switches no matter what. Even if they're like good lubed or unlubed, but that's just me personally. I don't know if they come stock or not, but it's one of those things where I guess it's your own personal preference because I don't remember off the top of my head, unfortunately, if it's good unlubed or not. My memory is not that good, unfortunately. But I really do like the Namazus, and but that's like a different question answer, right? Okay. So basically what we're going to do today is, since it is hot swap, I'm gonna do Wait. I'm gonna do all three mounting styles. I do have this extra PCB, and you can see the tabs have already been broken off. So I will do all three, and we're gonna use the same switches so you guys can hear what it sounds like. So just to repeat myself again, this starts at $350, 3 colors, 3 accent colors. It comes default with FR4 plates and a hot swap PCB. However, for the extras, you can buy 4 different plates. So you can buy FR4, palm, alu, or carbon fiber. So you can buy different plates. It's just default, it'll come with FR4 plate. And yeah. Yes. And then if you bought the R1, you can buy, they will be selling the updated plates at cost, is what I was told at least. So this one is missing the JST. However, we'll still be able to hear how it sounds. So just to make sure everything is the same, I'm not going to do a type test for these. I'm just going to type for a minute, and then that way we can keep it all consistent, right? But yeah, today we're going to do all 3 mountings. Just kind of see how it sounds. And then today we're going to be using the summertime switches. Yeah, I did see it. I did see it on Instagram today. His new sculpt. It's very cute. But charge so much for loop Zakus, yeah. Yeah, so these are Gateron summertime switches. These are the new switches by Punk Show. As you can see, they are watermelon colored. Punk Show sent them out to me to check out. First impression is that I love this colorway. Watermelon is my favorite fruit. If you guys didn't know that. I love watermelon. But yeah, they are available for pre-order right now. I think it's what? I had it. You can pre-order right now. It's $5.50, comes in packs of 10. The specs are, so it's linear. It has polished milky top housing, long pole, Gateron long pole, ink material stem. It has a polished milky bottom housing. It uses a 63-gram dual stage length spring, factory looped, which was actually fine whenever I was looking at it, but I just went ahead and looped it myself. But yeah, you can pre-order it now from Keeb, and it's $5.50 for a pack of 10. But super heckin' cute. Love this colorway. Yeah. I like seeing all the fruit-themed switches. Yeah, but we are going to be using these today. I looped them last night, so they're ready to go. I will be featuring a few more switches on stream over the next few weeks or days. I've been sent a lot of switches, but it's either I'm looping them myself or my loop goblin is looping them at the moment. So once I get those, we'll kind of showcase them. But yeah, I am getting a few switches. I got a few switches from Punk Show, a few switches from KNC, and just like a few like miscellaneous here and there, but yeah. I really like these switches, by the way. These switches are super heckin' cute. Thank you for this nice thank you note they gave me. Okay, so I guess the first thing we'll do is the suspension. I have a build guide that I will be looking at in case you guys notice me like look over. But let me pull that up. Unique KNCs. Well, I thought they were restocking that soon. So the nice thing about this board is that there is a build guide. And we're going to be doing the suspension. Place the frame PCB on top of the bottom case. Okay. Build guide's so lit. I know, right? I love it. Okay, so suspension is PCB and plate are on top of the frame. Okay, cool. So I'm just gonna start putting the switches in, I guess. The reason why I have to check is because depending on the mounting, the frame could go in between, so. My cats are like fighting on who gets to sit on top of the chair. For the OG folk who know about Algron. Yo-ho! What's up, potato? So I actually have a fourth cat. He was my second cat. He now lives with Connor's family, but for OGs that know, Algron was my my second cat. He's a very, very sweet boy. He would sit on my lap during like streams, but super derpy. But recently he had like really bad I think you need to put the frame in before switches. Oh, for suspension, right? Oh, okay, sorry. You're right. This is a designer, hello. No, you're right. I just read frame PCB plate assembly on top of bottom case. Okay. Let me make sure this is correct. Build guide. Suspension mount. Assemble. Oh, assemble. Okay. So this will go on top here. Okay. This goes right here. Like that. Cool. Okay. But yeah, as I was saying, recently Algron has been having like really bad allergies. And so Connor's mom took him to the vet, and turns out he got an upper respiratory infection. So he's been like really like he's been a little like he's had a really really bad like runny nose, but apparently he's like doing a lot better now that he got like antibiotics and whatnot. Okay, let's see. How do I want to do this? This is a little harder. Maybe if I do. The problem I'm running into now is that because these are like so thick, the plate just gets pushed down. And I'm trying to make sure that it doesn't. But I can't put the plate fork in it because of the frame. And so that, but after I did that, it looks a little good now. It looks fine now. Okay, cool. do. Can't wait to meet Elvin. It's just like less than a month away, right? So it's interesting because if you look right here on these points, the switches actually flip. The sockets flip, as you can see right there. These have no gasket points right here, so whoop. Hi, sorry if you've been asked already, but do you have plans to build Type K soon? Yes, I do. Maybe sometime next week. But I want to do it closer to the group buy. So we'll see. There's gonna be what, 3 other creators? Or 2 others? Teha and Teha and Ryan. Those are the other 2. Oh my gosh. What did I throw away? My 9 to 5. Wait, you guys think I threw Type K away? Why would I throw Type K away? You got a Deskmat? Oh, thank you for your support. Oh, I hope she likes it. 2 others, super excited, waiting 3 years. Yeah, this keyboard, or Type K, came out before I was even into keyboards. It's crazy. Ryan's gonna be first? I think Teha is... Well, I don't know if I can tell you guys the schedule, because I don't know if they've announced it, but... Yeah, Ryan might be the first. Leaks up in here? Ryan said he would build it sometime this week and box on stream last week. Okay, yeah, so... It looks like... Well, so we got multiple PCBs. And, so we can do like multiple builds. So I imagine it might be worth to just do a build stream. And then maybe closer to the group buy. Also doing like another stream, because you have both hot swap and solder PCBs. So you have a bunch of options. So maybe I'll do like multiple builds of Type K. I'm excited. As like an Alice main, I feel like you have to have Type K. I've never typed on a tinted ergo though, so we'll see. I'm just super hyped. Yeah, so I will say the only issue I'm running into with this one is that you can't use a plate fork. So if your switches that you use are a little bit too thick, it's a little harder to make sure that they get fully situated. So like the edge pieces are the ones that are a little harder. So maybe if I do like... No plate fork is rough. Yeah, so I'm having to like lift up the plate. Maybe I'll just do the ones like right here. Kind of anchor it down first. Because here I can at least hold it up like this. And then once these are situated, then maybe it will make things a little easier. Maybe I do this bottom one first and just hold right here. Yeah. Yeah. That's the way to do it. Gawk God. Yeah, I heard he brought it to a meetup recently. There were a lot of meetups. There's actually a meetup this Saturday. But you know, I'm supposed to go. But we'll see. We'll see, we'll see. My social battery has just been like negative 500,000. Yo, what's up, Punk Show? Melbourne meetup in 2 weeks, nice. I'm getting my hair cut and colored on Friday, but I'm not telling you guys what. Soy! Oh my gosh, Soy! I haven't seen you in so long. How are you doing? I miss you. Hello. How are your kitty catties? I've been dead. Oh my gosh. Is someone redeemed? No, it's just time. It's time for change. He got his balls chopped off. Oh, rest in peace. Hello again. I know the hair color. You know my hairstylist? Oh yeah? Yes, these are the summertime. The color is so cute. I love them. So cute. Yo-ho! What's up, Assie? You're going to Dallas in 2 weeks to visit a friend? Dang. Dallas is what? 3 hours away? I tried AP stops, it's really good. Yeah, AP stops are... they're not bad. Who knows what color I'm doing? Who knows? Wait, is this right? No. Did I find a need? Actually, no, but I did anyways. I don't think you need to. Am I? Yeah. I really don't think you need to, but I did just in case. What do you think, Punk Show? I thought factory loop was fine. All I know is that I really like the color. Factory loop is fine. Yeah, I mean, that's pretty much my sentiment. I thought it was fine, but I still looped them anyways. I looped them while watching a movie last night. But because there are gaps right here, I'm able to use tweezers to basically help push it up. I'm going to be using a lot of punctual switches this week. So I'm using this one for this build, and then we're going to be doing one in the Amano for Frank, and then the other ones I'm probably going to put in the... well, I don't know if I want to put it... oh no, I'm going to put it in the Canon Keys one. What is it called again? Oops. All these builds are blending together. They're all meshing, becoming one. The Zonex. No, Aquila actually has switches that were sent to me. Yeah, the Zonex. I think a few creators have already built the Zonex. I'm probably gonna give my unit away. But I still have to give away 2 keyboards for once we clear the WoW raid, so maybe I'll just give one of those away at that time. Giving away keyboards. Frank's board. Wait, don't you have an Amano Cupboard? My Amano is already with someone else. You'll never guess who. Timothy? What the? What the? No. It's me? Thanks, Soy. Alvin and I will come over to your house and steal? Who is messaging me? Thank you to whoever just bought a Ginkgo Deskmat. It is the second to last day. I have no plans on rerunning it, so don't miss out. Don't miss out. Punctual, thank you for the resub for 7 months. Best of Simo, thank you. Appreciate it. Thank you for also sending me out switches. Do I sell local? Local what? The Deskmats? Well, the Deskmats are group buy, so... They are not in stock. They are group buy. Baby-chan? Oh, sorry. I call her Baby-chan. Ginkgo is she's sleeping right behind me right now. Sometimes I forget, wait, people don't know who I'm referring to. Use your code. Thank you. Thank you. So the nice thing about the Deskmats is I do get cut, or percentage cut based on each one sold. So not only do I get like a cut from you guys using my code, which gives you a discount, but for each one sold, I get a cut as well. So yeah, I do. Yeah, Ginkgo's, Stinky Baby, Stinky Ginky, Ginkert, Baby-chan, Baby, what else do I call her? I call her Shigua Inu. Also call her Tai-chan, Siyango. I also call her Inu Inu, which is basically like dog dog. Kilo is like Dobie, Lotus, Lodi, yeah. It's mainly Lodi. Miso is it's pizza. Cosmo's Mo, Toaster. Dogs can have more than one name, yeah. I think Ginkgo, I'd probably call her Ginkert the most in terms of like nicknames. Chat is turd ass, yeah, basically. Essentially. It's like kind of sad because, not kind of sad, but um, I'll, I'll say like, I'll be like, baby, are you okay? Like, what's wrong, baby? And then Connor will be like, I'm fine, and I have to tell him, I'm not talking to you. I'm talking to the dog. You're not baby to me. He calls me rude. But it's like very clear who is my baby, you know? It's very clearly Ginkgo. Yeah. Okay. Which keycap set do I use? Oh, I have panels! Wait, should I use panels or Hunter? Panels or Hunter Bite? Panels? Panels? Yeah, panels is my new one. Let me grab my little handy dandy. Where is my knife? Oh, no. Where's my knife? Oh, shoot. I have this little, like, gator. Did you guys know my favorite animals? Alligators? Okay, I guess I'll just use a different knife. I'll be right back. I'm gonna go grab them. Please hold. Thank you. Wait, which one's winning? Wait, was it only panels? You only did panels? Panels is brand new. We got it part of the sale. Oh, both were on there? Uh... Novel Keys had the sale where it was like buy two get one free, and so I did a little mini group buy with Frank and Glendale. Yo, good evening, Clack. How you doing? How are you? Are you coming to the Austin meetup? Oh, yeah. Inamushiki, Papa Frank. You are going to Keeb Life though, right? 50-50 on Keeb Life, I see. I have a few extra tickets, so if you don't have one, like if that's like the deciding factor, I do have extras. Frank was like, are you gonna scalp those tickets? Oh my gosh! Cannot believe he would even accuse me of scalping. Kelne, thank you for the resub for 1 year. Oh my gosh, 1 year! Thanks for your support for 1 year. And more, probably. I appreciate it. Yeah, can you believe there's people who've been watching me for like 5 years? 6 years even? Back when I was like a very, very casual streamer. It's a hot swap build. Why? We're doing the other 2 mountings. Just do foliage, not seawall. I'm pretty sure Connor was like one of my first followers. Because he helped me set everything up, but... Are there, like, rainbow lat arrows? Hmm. Oh yeah, Capo did give us some tea today. Thanks for the tea, Capo. Gave us some nice herbal tea. Matcha put blackberry sparkling water in it? That does sound good. I just need to use Toki's. We need to find you some red arrow stat. I know, there was some for 200, and I was like, I can't. I'm trying to save money. I can't! It's sold. It's already sold. It went by so fast. I couldn't really like justify it though, I don't know. So panels, you would use like this one. Oh, I don't have just like a bright yellow one. Heck. Maybe I don't use Tokis. I mean, I don't know. That's the issue with like panels or Honda. It's a little harder to match like artisans after. I was sure I could just use whatever color, it doesn't really matter. Like it's just use like these red ones that I have. And then here I would do like the blue ones. I feel like I have more Tokis, but I don't know where. Maybe I don't. Dude, you need to save up for keeb life. What about keeb life? Yes, mom. Oh my goodness. Lead with XXW. Oh man. Maybe I'll just do my sharks. I do like my sharks. Let me change these. I really like this keycap puller, but this part is like so heavy. I'm afraid I'm just gonna like drop it on a keyboard one day. Oh, you can change my category, by the way. If it's still in makers and crafting. Yeah, it's like the alchemy like keycap puller. I think Snoopy has actually dropped his keycap. Yeah. Frank has dropped it too, yeah. Yep. I know it doesn't really match. Weren't you the one who said you've dropped your keycap puller on your keyboard and dented it? Yeah. Was that you? Or is that someone else? Oh, shoot. Maybe I'm just like misremembering. Okay. Okay, cool. I was about to say, oh shit, I just... I'm getting the people confused. I feel like I have really bad memory, but also really good for really like stupid shit. Like, I will somehow remember super weird niche things, but when it comes to like common things that I should know, I'm just like, I don't remember. Like, I don't know how to explain it. Okay, let me look at this build guide actually. Okay. On top of the bottom case, okay. Place the top case over plate and it's secure. Okay. Hold on. Oh, frick. Oh, did I do this wrong? I did. I did. Did I? Or is it just super tight assembly? Could just be super tight assembly. Hello, beep beep. What's up? Let me ask the designer. Is the designer here? I think I did this wrong. I think it's not like... No. Unless it's like... Assemble PCB, okay. I should just click in, right? Yo, what's up, PC? Wait, is it because this has... Favorite mod has arrived. Oh my gosh, do I sense some jealousy? Maybe it's just super tight. The heck? Thanks for the follow. The bottom piece. I think I just... Let me plug this in. So it is right because of the orientation of this part, right? Yeah, so I did get that right. I guess it's just tight. I thought it was gonna... Here, let me just try. Yeah, it looks right to you, yeah. Let me see. Yeah, so this is the second to last day, so... Did Vin buy it? Not sure. Okay, so this is what I'm running into. Let's see. So we put it on the bottom case. It was on the bottom case. The top case. Then secure it Is it supposed to be like inside the bottom? So kind of like that? Okay. Okay. Just want to make sure I'm doing it right. Oops. I don't know how many Vin is buying, by the way. He always buys some like absurd number. Yeah, what do you think he does with all of it? Hi, Meep. Okay. Source them away for retirement? I think so. Oh, it's going. I couldn't think of how to match the artisans. I was like struggling. Hmm? Oh wait, no, there's gonna be like multiple. So don't worry. Yeah. There's multiple builds. Okay, so I'm not gonna do monkey type, just because the other one doesn't have a JST, so we're just gonna type it like this, okay? Give me a sec. Okay, so this is the Avalon. We're using a FR4 plate with Gateron Summertime switches. This is the suspension mount. And then this is GMK panels. So TLDR, suspension mount, Gateron Summertime, GMK panels. So this first build is the suspension. And then we're gonna do PCB and plate. Sounds really nice. Yeah. You guys like it? Oh, I love the switches. I think they look cute. They sound cute. I'm a big fan. Oh, sorry. This one, it's very consistent. I would say it's not, I wouldn't say it's like super bouncy. But more on the firm side, I would say. Over loop switch is so cute. Gawk. But the typing feels very consistent. It's like not very obvious when you're typing on like mods or alphas, in my opinion. I really liked how it sounded though, personally. Okay. Next one is going to be PCB. So this one, PCB. Assemble the PCB with switches and stabs and place PCB under the frame. Place PCB under the frame on top of the bottom case. This is like the arc? Yeah. Assemble the PCB with switches and stabs and place the PCB under the frame. Okay. Another switch to add to my wish list, yeah. Okay, so, sorry, I have to read it. Okay, so now we need to take this off. Oh. So PCB gasket mount does not use a plate and only mounts a PCB. So we have to take the plate off. Oh, I guess I can take this off. Yeah, I really like these. I think I actually got so I built a voice 65 for Justin, or Refresh Uwu, one of my mods, a while ago, and I gave him banana splits because those were like hyped at the time and all I knew. But recently he asked me which switches he should get because he wants to like try new switches, and I told him to get these. As I said, if you like cute switches, get these because these are so cute. I mean, they feel really good too. Like, don't get me wrong, but I'm a big fan of cute switches. Yeah. Oh yeah, I was telling chat how I told you to get these switches for your new switches. These summertime. Releasing to Future Funk. If only Holly was here. Oh, for his voice. Yeah. many meetups were there this weekend? New York. I think New Zealand had one. What else? Chicago. Yeah, there were so many. What the heck? So for this suspension mount, it only supports the harder plates, so Alu and FR4. So the plastic plates will not support suspension mount because they are a little too soft. As a FYI. The next one we're doing is PCB gasket mount. So if you want to do plateless, one of my friends is one of my friends is getting married, but I thought he was getting married next year, not this year, because he was like, I'm stressed about planning my wedding, and I was like, what? It's like next year, right? And he's like, no, dude, it's this year. I was like, oh shit. Oh god. It's crazy because I feel like after COVID, everyone started getting like married. Either married or divorced. Plateless hot swap? Yeah. I mean, I don't really see an issue unless it's like you have loose sockets, but I think if done right, it's perfectly fine. Okay. Okay. See you later, Alvin. I went to one wedding last month, have to go to another one next month. Yeah. I actually skipped out on a lot of weddings because I was like, I'm sorry. It's like I'm like afraid of getting COVID. I'm a little I can't believe my parents always like told me, "Hey, be careful when you go out because, you know, you don't want to bring COVID back for us because your dad is like high risk, right?" And I was always like terrified, and like I actually canceled one of my trips because I wanted to make sure that, well, they had just announced the what is it, Delta variant? So I actually canceled my trip to NorCal because of that. Because I was so afraid of, you know, going and then bringing it back and giving it to my dad. So I just, I canceled it, didn't go. And then out of all these times, because my parents ended up going out a lot more than I did, believe it or not. They went out so much more than I did. And they're the ones who brought it back to us. So I had to tell them, like, I'm not the one who's gonna bring it back, it's you guys. Okay, so assemble the PCB with switches and stabs and place the PCB under the frame. Place the PCB under the frame like this, on top of the bottom. Okay, Be like this. Yeah, so I avoided it for so long until they're the ones who brought it back. But getting COVID, in my opinion, was no joke. I heard a lot of people are like, "Oh, it's mild, it's fine," and I got it, and I was miserable, and I was out for like 2 weeks. I don't know if you guys remember, but it sucked so bad for me. I know people who've gotten COVID like 8 times, and they're like, it's no big deal. But for me, when I got it, I was like, wow, I never want to get this ever again. Like, what the frick? Like, even on airplanes, I still wear a mask. I mean, it's also good for me because when I'm on an airplane, I tend to like sleep with my mouth open. So I lost my taste for a day, and I actually like had a meltdown about it. I started crying. And I was like, if I can't taste, I don't want to live. Like that one day I couldn't taste anything, and I was just like I was crying to my family. I was like, if I lose my taste for a freaking year, I'm just gonna oh my god. I actually cried. I actually just like started like mental breakdown imagining because I just like I don't wanna eat. I remember eating that day, everything tasted the same, but it's like weird because when taste is no longer there, you really then start to hone in on the texture and you just become like hyper aware of how the food feels in your mouth versus like what it tastes. And it's a really, really weird feeling to describe, right? It was so bad because like I would drink something and I'd be like, I know what this is supposed to taste like, but I'm not tasting it, and I'm so sad. Yeah, I like cried and bitched and I complained about it, and I'm like the type of person who um like I just love eating, and I I love flavors. It was not good. Like everything that I drink, everything that I was eating, just all tasted the same, and I just couldn't have it anymore. Oh, my taste's still the same, but my taste came back after like a day. So the next day, my mom was like, "Xing Xing, 你还好吗?" Which is basically asking me like, "Oh, are you okay?" But she's like being really sweet about it because she knew I had like a mental breakdown the day before, and I was like, "No, I'm good. I can taste again. I'm good." My mom was like so concerned about me because I was just crying. Oh, really? Wait, you like avocado now? That's weird. You hate avocado. Did I eat anything? Yeah, so that's the thing. I ate a spicy pepper just to like confirm. And it was very weird because you couldn't really taste the spice, but you could feel your mouth like heating up. It was so weird. It was so weird. Nudie, thank you for the resub. Welcome back from your vacation. I was lurking in your stream, watching you draw your fox girly. Hello, welcome. Yeah, I was watching. I was looking respectfully. Thanks for the resub though, I appreciate it. Yeah, these are actually in pre-order right now. Very cute. Patty? Yeah, I mean, yeah, pretty much. These are Gateron summertime stitches. I can link up for you. Still never caught COVID. I wish I could say same, but my parents, they sabotaged. My partner's convinced our taste buds are gone during a dinner we had, but the burger we had just had weird tasting charred onions. Oh, really? You watch Pirates of the Caribbean? Yeah, we could. I used to think Keira Knightley was like so like one of the most prettiest like actresses ever. PCB under the frame, but on top. I mean, no, I still think that, but okay. Orlando Bloom is prettier. Let me plug in the JST first. I haven't seen her in many movies. Keira Knightley. Do you guys remember when Twitter was freaking out because Orlando Bloom was caught kayaking with Katy Perry, uh and you could basically like see everything? Do you guys know what I'm talking about? I might have missed that one. Yeah. We'll do some research. Wait. Wait, definitely be careful. Oh shoot. I need to like wait. Hmm. It keeps like shifting off, so let me make sure. Thanks for follow. Okay. Yeah, she's just vibing. Let me check something. Hmm. So it's like that. Okay. Okay, so then this will go like this. Like this. And then this. Okay, perfect. Okay, so here's... Yeah, so when you put the frame on, you just want to make sure you have it on the right way. In both, like, you can check with on the sides, but you can technically do it like, so if you look at the frames, you see how one side, so this side is taller, this side is shorter. So even if you have the orientation on the side correctly, because when you put it on like this, right, you can see that there's a gap for the accent piece to go. So you can flip it like this, right? And then you know, oh, this is technically right? But the orientation of the top or bottom piece also matters, because you could flip it like this. And you see how this part is the shorter side? Okay, so if you look right here, this is the shorter post. Then if you were to flip it right here, right, while it still fits like this is the longer post. So you can see. So when you're assembling this board, you just want to make sure that you have the right side. Because if you do it like this, right, it won't close all the way. And so even if you have it right this way, you want to make sure the shorter side is down below. So this part, you actually need to flip it like this, right? And then it will close properly like that. So the orientation of the frame side does matter. So just remember, the shorter side goes on the bottom. And you see now it closes like that. So I had flipped it, and that's why I wasn't closing, and I was very confused. But after seeing it now, it should be like that. So you see, this is right. Then if you take this, and then you flip it on accident, and you see like, oh, you know, this is technically correct from the side. But then if you put it like this, it ain't closing. Because the two sides are actually different. So that is a tip for you guys. Even if it fits on the side, you have to make sure that the smaller side is on the bottom case, so it will close properly like that. So now it's, you see now it closes all the way. Cool. Very thoughtful design. I really like these mid-plate boards that are out. Kind of neat. Yeah, so this is actually the second run. Group buy started on the 28th, goes until what? The 11th? Starts at $350, 3 colors, 3 accent colors. Default comes with over 4 and hot swap. Suspension mount is awesome on this board. Yeah, I did see your video on it. Well, I didn't watch the full thing, but I did see the part of it. And then I realized that, oh, there's like multiple runs. There's like, I got asked by an old friend, basically, if, basically, how do I say this? They wanted to start content creation, and they were like asking me to like help them out. And I had to be very honest, and I was like, like, yeah, I don't mind raiding you, but even if people raid you, that doesn't always like mean retention. And I was just trying to like be honest with him, like yeah, I don't mind raiding you, but and then I found out like he just wants to stream on YouTube, not even Twitch. And I was like, I can't help you on YouTube because I don't stream there. But I haven't talked to this guy in like so many years, and he didn't realize that I like he thought I had quit streaming. He thought I quit streaming. Well, because I used to post it on my personal Instagram when I would be streaming. But then I stopped posting there because I stopped using it. And so I did. I streamed a little bit on YouTube. I did like 2 streams and I was like, no, I'm not interested, right? But like he just, the reason why I'm saying this is because he doesn't watch my stream, because he didn't even think that I like kept streaming. He was just asking me like, hey, you used to stream, right? Can you like help me? And I was like, what do you need help with? It was a very weird conversation for sure. I mean, maybe he's watching now, but I doubt it. That's weird. Yeah. Yeah. I got a message today from someone saying that they were a big fan of my content and they had been following me for a long time and they wanted to buy a board off of me. Meanwhile, the dude doesn't even follow me on Instagram, and I'm just like confused. I'm just confused. I mean, maybe some people do that. Maybe some people just follow you on other platforms, but not on one platform. I don't know. But I don't know. I feel like you have to be pretty like desperate or like bold if you're willing to ask cold turkey for a board. Sorry for asking for a raid. Gotta put my dirty laundry on. Come on. Yeah, he wants the Hans Industry Sella because he just saw it. You should have quizzed them. Yeah, I don't know. Can I get a raid? Yeah, I do raid you. What the? Yo, how's the gray rat keyboard? Your reel got a lot of likes. I'm excited for you. You got your foam pieces in? Yes, I did see it, Kim. I don't know, maybe I'm just not a very bold person. I think I just, like, it's weird because sometimes I think I'm, like, pretty brave. For example, like, if you mess with me in public, like, I will call you out on it, right? I mean, I probably shouldn't, because you never know, like, what people are, like, capable of. But, like, if you fuck with me in public, like, I will say something, right? But on the other hand, I struggle to just ask people that I already know for, like, things. Like, it's just like, well, I don't want to bother them, so I'll never ask them. It's just, there's some things that I feel very comfortable doing and other things where it's like I should feel comfortable doing, but I just don't. I just cannot. They lack integrity. feel like you're good at doing things in the moment, like passive reaction. If you think too hard about it, you psych yourself out. I think one of the things that people aren't used to from me is, I guess, for the most part, I'm pretty passive, right? Pretty passive. But when you piss me off and then all of a sudden I'm super aggro, I think that throws people off. So, for example, when someone will like say something that pisses me off, and then I will immediately call them out on it. Because I'm not dealing with that bullshit. And then they go, oh, what? Where's like the nice person? And I'm like, I'm still nice, it's just you're being a shithead. I don't know. It's just, if it's bullshit, I will probably say something. Someone get really mad. I'm not sure if I've ever been super mad on stream before. I've cried on stream for sure. And then I've had to like end my streams because I'm like crying. But I've never end my stream over like anger. This is the Avalon. This isn't group by right now, Tara. But there's this saying where like Astral Avalon keep, you would have to ask the designer. I didn't design this one. I'm just helping them feature it. I'm asking you. I don't own this design. If you bought the keyboard and you knew which keycaps, yeah, I could assemble it for you. Commercials are the worst. Yeah, I feel like ever since I've been able to see when there's an ad break, I've noticed that there are so many ads. Like, like I never realized how bad it was until now that I can see every time there is an ad, it's like, holy shit. They run so many ads. It's crazy. Crazy. They're basically forcing people to get turbo. Because there's a process on like all streams. You either subscribe to the streamer or you get turbo. And they raised the price of turbo recently too. Okay, welcome back everyone from the ads. Welcome back. Okay. Oh, thank you for the sub. Okay. I have no idea how to say your name. And what should I call you? I don't know how to say that name. Hakavelion? Okay, thank you. Thank you for the tier 1 sub. Welcome to the Potato Club. I appreciate it. I actually just added a new goal. Try and get... I want to try and use more of like Twitch's tool, so I did add a new goal. My goal is for 10k followers. We're close. And then, yeah. I remember Prime Gaming was Twitch Turbo. Emotes. Yeah, you know, I have a bunch of emotes. Okay. Let's see how this one sounds. You guys ready? Okay, so this is the Avalon. We're using PCB mount, so this is a plateless build. Plateless hot swap. We're using Avalon summertime switches and Ginkgo panels. Okay, ready? So PCB plateless. This is PCB mount. Okay, so this is very interesting. Okay. Hello, Ria. Because the suspension and the PCB mount, while they, I don't want to say sound similar, but they're very drastic in terms of typing feel. Because suspension, you have very consistent, I would say it's more firm. It sounds very similar, but when you do PCB mount, when you type, it is super heckin' bouncy, okay? And the fact that you go from like the suspension mount, which is like more firm, I wouldn't say stiff, but then you go to PCB mount and this thing is like a trampoline. But it still sounds very good in my opinion. And it's like, while it is very, yeah, bouncy, it still feels good to type on. Like, don't get me wrong. Like, sometimes when you type on bouncy, you could kind of be like, oh, this is like a little, it feels like a little like flimsy, but I did not feel that way at all. Right? And so if you really like bouncy boards, the fact that just doing PCB mount and typing on it, I mean, as you listen to it, like, it still sounds very solid. Still sounds like consistent. I mean, up here you can hear a bit more of a difference, but the alphas itself, pretty good. And yeah, the spacebar. I know some people are like a little hesitant on like plateless hot swap, but honestly, depending on like the switches you get and how often you change out the sockets, these are pretty secure on there. But it could just be, you know, I'm using like brand new switches and whatnot, but it's kind of interesting to see like the drastic difference between like how the typing feels from doing PCB mount versus like suspension mount, right? This PCB has, well, it's still very stable. Like, it's still very secure and tight, so. Change you want to go over this board? It's not my board to keep. But yeah, I don't know if you guys know this, but Plateless is my favorite. Plateless half plate. Those are my two favorites, so. Just typing on this has been like really fun. But of course, if you don't like something that is like bouncy, yes, no flex cuts. If you don't like something that's like bouncy, you always have the option of doing suspension instead. I like the sound too. Okay. Yeah. Nice Tokies. Thanks, thanks, thanks. Okay, so now we have one more build with this board. Need 3 identical red ones? True. Really interesting sound profile for sure. So you can get this red accent, but the colors, the 3 colors, because this is actually R2. This is the second round. The 3 colors are black, navy, and tan. And those renders are up on the website. This is an R1 colorway, I'm guessing, but for accent colors, there's black, red, and gold. So I'm guessing this is maybe the same red, but I am not too sure. I would have to confirm. Okay. Wait, what switches did you end up getting? These? The summertime? I think the summertime was the perfect switch for this board. So the last one we're going to be doing is plate. And it's interesting because if you want to do plate, it's actually non-reversible. So you break off the gasket tabs. And so if you get just one PCB, you can do 2 mounting. But if you get one PCB, you can do 2 mountings or just 1. But if you get 2, then you can do all 3. But pretty interesting that the compatibility of it is dependent on the PCB. No one clip. Someone will clip eventually. I'm not too worried about it. Candy line of switches? You could tell DK. Oh, goddamn. Oh. You could be the first one to make those switches. What's that saying? Be the change you want to see or something? Yeah. Yo, what's up, Matt? I got this new hair clip. It's so cute. I want to show the girlies. Look, girlies, I got this hair clip. Has this like nice little thing. I'll tie up my hair right now, actually. I'm cutting my hair and I'm coloring it on Friday. But it's a surprise what I'm doing. I ain't telling nobody. Where's the thing? Oh, it's right here. I mean, if the girlies want to know, I'll tell them, but I'm not telling the stinky boys. Sorry, stinky boys. You guys are just too stinky. Yeah, I'll like him. I shower, Azuma. Yeah, what do you use? 5 in 1? Yeah, that don't count, okay? All the guys in chat are like, shit. opinions on the upcoming semester in Alice board. I have not seen it. Do you have a link for me? Aki don't have hair. Wait, actually true. I actually use bar shampoo. So for those who are like, what the hell is bar shampoo? Aki, you're beautiful just the way you are, okay? You're not stinky, okay? Yes, you're not stinky. Alright, mod shower time? My girlfriend works at Lush, so you'd be smelling like a pretty princess. Damn. Dude, Lush is bougie. Bougie and expensive. I actually have a clip. Look. This is from my guild. You might have to turn the volume up because you can't really hear the sound clips because I had to turn it down pretty low, but bar shampoo is the best. Yeah, it took me a while to get used to it. I was using like shitty bar shampoo from Amazon and I was like, why is this like not lathering? Like, why is this so hard to use? And then I got like actual legit bar shampoo and it's been like really good. It's great for traveling as well. Conditioner, cleansing conditioner, shampoo, body wash, face scrub. Need designer bar shampoo? Yeah, I mean, I made that mistake and I was about to just like completely never use bar shampoo ever again because I was like, these Amazon ones are so bad. And I told my mom and she's like, wait, why don't you try this brand? And I tried it and it was so good. So sometimes I'm still like a little... It just gets awkward to use sometimes because like you're on... Whenever you're about to run out. Because it's like so small and you're just like, Well, I swapped to a different one that I like a lot. Here. It's called, Let me pull it up on my phone. There's like these popular, like rice shampoos, but that's not the one I use. The one I use is, yeah, let me look at my mail. It's like a pretty generic name, so. Okay. Floral. It's called this. Flora. So they have, so they have like the shampoo, and they have conditioner, and then they're coming out with more like, so this is like curl protection. But then when you click on this, right, and then, so it's, one-time purchase is $16, but it lasts a very long time, and there's 4 scents. There's even an unscented. But I like it a lot. It's really good for traveling too. Yeah, my little, that's what I use. It's color safe as well, so. I used to use this shampoo brand called like Lucetta. I don't know if you guys have heard of it before. But then I swapped to bar shampoo. Yeah, no problem. I just ended up traveling quite a bit for meetups and like it just having like that shampoo bottle was blue. Now, can you tell Punk Show if you want to be affiliated with Keep Hut? Wait, does Punk Show own Keep Hut? I'm confused. Hello, Rufio. What's up? They play sound clips in it. Because like our guild has a bunch of sound clips that I made and they're pretty quiet because I had to turn it down because some sound clips are literally like 5,000 decibels loud. And so when you turn it up, they use sound clips to just describe the group dragon shower. It's pretty good how it all worked. I mean, maybe it's like an inside joke, but I thought it was like pretty funny. You can put in a word if I want it. If they'll have me. You can't spell keep without puncture on it. Can't spell resin without sin. Actually, true. Thanks, Punk Show. Yo, Nox, thank you for the 8 months. It's your birthday soon, right? I think I saw the meetup was like you and Lydia's birthday, so you're hosting it? I could just be remembering wrong. I'll try to go to the meetup, but honestly, this is kind of a potato. These next few days are gonna be pretty rough for me though. We'll make it through. 5th? Nice. Happy early birthday, in case I don't see you. But I will do my best to go. I'll do my best. No, it's not even the streaming every day. It's because, okay. Boys, cover your ears? But it's basically that time, and so it's just everything is going to be hard. Yeah. Smooge. And just like a fucking gremlin during these times. Just crawl into a hole. Wait, do gremlins live in holes? I'm like a mole rat. I just have to like stay in the dark in my burrow. If you shine a light on me, I'm just like, I cannot see. It's gonna be me the next few days. Just leave me alone in my dark hidey hole. Oh my god. I have this avocado. Okay, girlies. If you get like bad cramps like I do, I was gifted this avocado. And it's like a heat pack. And when you heat it up, it smells like lavender. And so I just put this on my stomach and it feels so good. Yeah. I was gifted this for my birthday. I was actually telling someone, I was like, oh, I have my avocado on me, I'm good. I thought it was a real avocado. But then I realized I needed context. It's my like heat pack. It's my avocado, so it's like cramping really bad and I just heat it up for a minute and then it smells like lavender and then just put it on my stomach. Yeah, you need a potato one. I mean, they do lavender because it's like it's like supposed to like calm you down. Yeah, bitten? Yeah. I would recommend, especially if you like holding stuff or if you get cramps. I don't know which ones they have. Can you link me their like product page? I've never actually looked. Maybe they have like different ones. There's another brand where they make plushies to be microwave for the same thing. Ooh. Yeah, this one's like a bean bag, so it's like heavy. It's like weighted. Oh, is this it? Oh, these are cute. Yeah, I have the avocado one. They have a boob one. Yeah, there's a mushroom. Warmies. Huggable pink boob. They have a llama one. Oh, these are cute too. Patty, what's up? What's up? Sloth eye mask? You know, I'm lucky that I can actually sleep with the lights on. Well, okay, so I don't have a hard time sleeping with the lights on. I actually prefer that because I'm like a little afraid of the dark. uh Whenever I sleep, I always want to have like a little light on. I don't know. That's why I like watching TVs or like before I go to bed. When I was younger, um I would always have like a night light. Huggable uterus? Dude, I hate my uterus. I don't want that shit. I don't want that. Yeah, I don't want to hug my uterus either. Same. um, should I call it? Yeah, I don't need like a mask to sleep. I can sleep in broad daylight. I can sleep in like all kinds of conditions. If I'm tired enough to sleep, that is. That's the hard part, is getting to that point where like I want to sleep. But when I want to sleep, I can literally sleep anywhere. I've been told I'm one of the worst like travel buddies because I get really bad motion sickness. I don't know if anyone else is this way, but I have conditioned my body to automatically go to sleep when I get into a car. Because it's like, oh, you're in a car driving, you're gonna get motion sickness, might as well go to bed, might as well sleep. And so, for anyone who's like traveled with me before, and you just notice me like pass the fuck out, and like I'm just like completely unfazed, like it's just like my body's like defense mechanism. Because I hate feeling nauseous. I can just sleep the entire way if I need to. And it's weird because it's hard for me to fall asleep, but it's hard to wake me up. Like I'm not a light sleeper. It takes me forever, but once I'm asleep, I'm asleep. Plate mount assembly. Am I grumpy wake up person? If you like wake me up in the wrong way. I saw how like you were sleeping, woke up to eat, and went back to sleep. Yeah. Are you talking about BTZ's apartment? I felt bad because you guys are all hanging out. And I was like, no, I'm like so shot. I need to go. I need to snooze. Yeah, I remember that. Yeah, classic. If I don't have the energy, it's not happening. Well, the thing is, like, I can push through if I need to, but if I'm comfortable enough with the people, I'll be like, do you like need me? And then, you know, typically they'll be like, no, you can sleep. Okay. God, there's another ad? What the heck? That's crazy. I guess for, plate, because I don't need to put this on until the end, right? I don't need to, like, keep the frame right here. I just, like, move it away, right? So I could use a plate for this one. Happens so often? Yeah, it's crazy. I had no idea. I'm so sorry, everyone. I apologize. If I could change it, I would. Yeah, now I can play fork, yeah. Goodness. It does feel like a lot. I mean, I guess it's hard to believe that, like, 30 minutes passes just like that. No, not yet. Oops. What do you want me to say? Oh, unknown Greta. Wait, today's Wednesday. My Happy Marriage new episode's out. uh... Happy Wednesday? Happy Wednesday to you too. That brings a whole lot of other comments, which... Happy Hump Day? Yeah. I have, like, no concept of time. Every day is the same. The only reason I know which day it is because if I'm raiding, it's a Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, or Thursday. If it's a keyboard build, it's either a Friday or a Saturday. If I'm not streaming, it's probably a Wednesday or a Sunday. Do I know you? Oh my god, he just got... Who are you? Oh no. I thought today was Monday. I have zero concept of time when school... Oh yeah. I mean, school starts again next month, right? Like, my niece, I think, is starting school back up on the, like, 18th of August. Like, pretty soon. It's already August. Oh shit. It's already August. Oh yeah, it's August 18th, a Friday. And then maybe it's the 15th. Let's see. No, it is... Wait. Oh, it's probably the 15th. Or the 14th. It's August 10th something. My birthday's on the 17th, so I always have to go back to school, and that so sucked. Yeah. One of my favorite things about going back to school was the back to school supplies. I don't know. I just felt like so cool each year. I would like go to Target, buy new like super cool journal, and show up, with all my new swag, and I would feel so cool. I loved like I loved buying like new supplies. They did that last year. Kids went back on a Thursday. Yeah, I wonder why. I really like the composition journals, like not the spirals, but like the ones with like the solid bindings. Back to school thing would always depress me. Here comes seasonal depression, the pain of going to class. I didn't think seasonal depression was an actual thing until I lived in Boston. And that's when I really, really felt it. Because coming from, like Texas, where it's, pretty much sunny every day for multiple hours, we're just going to Boston. And it was like the sun would be up for like 3-4 hours and then gone. And then not only was there no sun, but then it was cold. And so I get why people in New York and Boston are like so fucking mean. It's because it's miserable there. At least during the winters. You're cold, there's no sunlight, you're just grumpy. I get it. I get it. I'm not mean. I mean, not everyone is mean, but I get why people are mean, I guess. I'm glad you're not mean, potato. It's... I forget who I was talking to, but it's just like talking about like internet and like IRL personas. Because I've met people like online who have been like super nice, and then I meet them in person and they're like hella rude. I'm like, oh god. I mean, that's like very rare cases, but it's just, you never know, I guess. I've heard that a lot from like streamers. So Justin can kind of like tell you, but a lot of like the old school like Dota streamers, super nice on stream, but behind the scenes just like completely vile. Just not the same like whatsoever. Bay Area seasonal depression is on par with Seattle, Portland. It gets so windy, overcast, cold. Yeah. Someone said Dota. Yeah, I came from the Dota community. I made my footing in the Dota community. It's where I like built my foundation. I'm a Dota player. Yeah, I used to be. I have no filters, so you can come off rude. Damn. I'm just very quiet IRL, so people just think I need like... People think I'm just like uncomfortable, but I'm just vibing. I still play Dota. I don't play Dota anymore. I don't play any MOBAs. A lot of streamers just putting on a show on stream, totally different off stream. Yeah. Yeah. And no MOBAs. I just play WoW now. But I do feel like my WoW experience has been really nice in comparison, because I've pretty much always been in like the same guild. Like, I say pretty much, but I have just been in the same guild. And so I've never had to like find new guilds, meet like new people and stuff like that. Like I've always been like safe. Am I gonna look at it right, MMO? No. I don't play WoW because like I think it's like the funnest thing ever. I play WoW because I like playing with the people I play with. And so there's no way I could do like multiple MMOs unless I quit something. So it's either I quit WoW or I quit keyboards, I can't do multiple. Destiny 2, right? I'll just stay with one game now. Let's Dota 2. Yeah, I just play WoW. That's awesome. You found a guild that remained a singular entity over the years. Well, part of it was, so Pixel Frenzy's history is that I had never played WoW. My first WoW game or like WoW experience was I played in Astralius, which was a vanilla WoW server that came out. It's like a private one, and I played that. I played a dwarf priest, and then I also played a Tauren druid. And then after I kind of learned how to play like a little bit, then Legion came out, and Connor's friends at the time wanted to like start a guild and play together. Cause I guess Legion was a expansion that a lot of people came back for. So he asked me if I wanted to play, and so I did. So I joined their guild. So we were called what, Gold Slugs for a long time. And his friend was the GM. I fucking hated his friend. His friend was so slimy. An actual like scumbag. Under the pretense of like being a nice guy, but like he would purposely fish for women to join the guild and then try and get them to send nudes to him while he had like a wife. But he just thought it was just like funny. Like he just enjoyed like pushing the boundaries like that. Cause he's like, well, if they're willing, then why not? Okay. I fucking hated him, right? And so many times I would just be like, why do we play with him? Like, like, why the fuck are we playing with him? Like, yeah, and then he would like befriend girls and then use them as like his pocket healer, or you know, it's just like it's just very scummy, and I just hated it, right? But Connor's friend, Connor's GM, and I just, ugh. Do you remember that, Justin? Like it's just he would push boundaries for sure. I mean, obviously not with me, because like Connor would like tell him off, but I would see it and I would be like, I'm like so grossed out. First time tuning in, did I miss the type? No. I think Teha and Ryan are building it this week. I'm probably gonna build it next week and then closer to the group by date. So I'm gonna do multiple builds. Also, I think Momo just asked, when you're looking for something that's out of stock, no longer available, there's a Mac Market Discord. Do you want the link to that, Momo? I can send you one. I normally look there. Let's see. Actually, can someone else link it for me real quick? The Mac Market Discord. So many sus things, yeah. And it sucked because I was so brand new at the game, and there was like a lot of things I just didn't know how to do. And it was my first guild. And there was this girl who I thought was like so cool. Oh, thank you. But then, like, my friendship was ruined from her because of like WoW. And it's like such a shame because back then it was so hard for me to like find like girlfriends. Do you remember that person, Justin? It was like she had a fiance, but she would like use the GM's brother as like her tank because she needed a tank. But she would like openly flirt. Oh yeah, no JST. But would like openly flirt with, like they would both openly flirt. And she was just using him for, because she needed a tank. Maybe that was like really hard. I don't know if she still streams. I'm not gonna say her name because I don't want to start any shit, but those are really like hard days. But fast forward, one day he's just like, I'm tired of this. I don't want to do this anymore. But I had invested like so much time and I really, really liked playing the game. And I actually told Connor, I was like, I don't want to quit. Like, can we just take Gong Show's guild and just like rename it? Like, can we just like rename it, rebrand it? And so pretty much it was like, we just took everyone who was in there. We're like, if you're still interested in raiding, like, let us know. We're gonna remake up a guild. And the people that were like really scummy, we were just like, sorry, you can't join. Like we know the type of like slimy shit you do, you can't join. And so Stranko, who is still one of our raiders, and I've been raiding with him since the beginning of time. Like, Stranko is my OG. So I will always defend Stranko, who's one of our raiders. I will always vouch for him because we have been together for so long. And it's crazy that I've been raiding with Stranko for like almost like 6 years. Like, the Stranko is like my ride or die. And maybe people in my guild don't know this because, you know, like, they probably might not know how deep my history with Stranko is, but Stranko's with me in my very first guild. And he just joined randomly because he knew the GM. And he was like, you want to raid? And Stranko's just like, sure. But Stranko has been with me since my start in WoW. And he's the only one. Like, I've raided with many people. I've fought with many people. But through the thick of it all, like, Stranko has been the one who's like always like been with me. So yeah. But basically we rebranded and renamed, and then Connor was the GM for a long time, but you could tell he didn't really want to like play the game anymore. So then he stepped down, and then I was basically doing most stuff anyways. Like, I was like the shadow GM, and from there I like slowly built a new officer corps. We merged with the guild, which helped me out a lot, and then just like slowly rebuilt, and now we're here today. Are we your ride or dies? My mods. Yeah. Yes. I mean, I've been GM for many years. If you go back and ask the people who were in the guild, they would tell you like, oh, you know, Peach is GM. But I think many people just assumed I was GM as well. That pause. Yeah, I've pretty much been pseudo GM for like many years, but I don't really like saying I'm GM because I don't think like it's like a collective effort. Like, it's not just me. I feel like it's weird to just be like, I'm GM, because that implies that, you know, you're above everyone. But I would say I'm not. No, my mods are my ride or dies. When I need something done, I'm like, ding dong, mods. They help me out. Yeah, I appreciate my mods. I love them. I would not be here if it's not for my mods. Music stopped? Oh, thanks for letting me know. I don't have my IEMs in. Oops, this is not right. We used to be a council, even though I was GM, didn't see any need to be able to. Yeah, I mean, that's basically, that is how our guild is ran. I mean, some people would argue like, oh, if Patty doesn't want it, it's not gonna happen. But that, I would say that's not true. But I guess I don't know. Okay, like we try to vote on things, but sometimes it's a stalemate because we have 2 and 2. We have 4 officers, so sometimes it's a stalemate. And if someone actually has to like make the executive decision, like maybe then. I should make my wife GM so I couldn't boot rage. Yeah, so Connor had the GM title. I was just officer for many years. And then finally it was like, this person has been inactive for too long. You must choose a new GM. And then it got thrown on me. But I don't really want that title. I mean, I'll say it now because, you know, it's whatever. But for a long time, I didn't want that. I just wanted to do things like behind the scene. I don't know if I've ever rage booted people, but I have told people off. I have like yelled at people. People have yelled at me. Yeah. WoW drama is just so... It's like hard to believe, you know, that these people are what? 20 to 30? No, even like 20... Okay, what year do you usually graduate college? Like 22? These people are 22 and up, like, bitching about a video game. I don't know, sometimes it's hard to be like, oh my god. But maybe that's because, like, I've gotten older now, because definitely when I was younger, I was very immature. And someone would say something and I would take everything, like, very personally. And they would question my decision and I would be like, this person hates me, you know? I was definitely like that. But as I got older, I feel like now it's just sort of, I don't really care too much. Maple drama? Oh, I bet. I'm the best at yelling at people when they don't perform at raids. For me, it's... If I'm talking in raid, you know something is wrong, usually. Because I don't really speak up in raids. Unless I, like, have to. But, I don't know. I used to really care about what people thought. And I would try to, like, make sure people would stay. Like, I would bend over backwards for people. To the point where it's, like, self-deprecating in many ways. But as I got older and as I dealt with, like, more bullshit, it got to the point where I was so fed up with it all that someone would come to me with a problem, and instead of me figuring out a solution, I'd be like, well, what do you want to do? And if they told me something dumb and I was like, well, we're not doing that, so you either leave or you stay and deal with it. And I became, like, increasingly more and more cold because people would leave and I'd be like, okay, good luck, bye. Whereas before, I would be like, oh, like, tell me why you're leaving, like, what can we do better? And, like, you know, I would be, quote, too nice to them. And it wasn't until, like, I think my tipping point was when one person that I thought was, like, a really good friend of mine ended up blowing up and leaving, and I was just like, I'm done. I'm done. There's a very dark point in my WoW career where I just said fuck it and almost just, like, quit the game permanently. Don't disagree with anyone. Yeah, just... WoW drama is just so silly. Okay, cool. Alright, this is the last configuration that we have. I think one of the hardest or like most far-fetched thing I've been called was there was one person who was so convinced that I was essentially giving raid spots away to subs. So basically, if you subscribe to me, I would give you a raid spot. Yeah, they thought I was an e-girl, and they were like, streaming has really gotten to her head, and she just thinks she's like hot shit now. And she's giving away raid spots to people who sub to her. And I think that was like one of the most insulting things I've heard, like ever. Yeah. And then I have been called an e-girl by another guy because he got kicked from the guild. And he's just like, well, they just want to keep her because she's like an e-girl. And they just like want to like hear her voice and hang out with her. But like they need to swallow the truth that she doesn't give a shit about any of them. She just wants their money. Like, said that about me. And I was just like so shocked. I was like, damn, out of all the streamers that you could watch, like that's the impression you get from me? I don't know. It was kind of shocking. All right. Anyways, I'm getting triggered. I gotta I gotta do the sound test. Okay, so this is the plate mount. We're using Gateron Summertime switches, and this is GMK panels. So this is the last mount. This is the plate mount with the FR4 plate. Okay, I'm back. Is it a bit hollow? No, I don't think so. Yeah, I don't think it's hollow at all. You missed the playlist? I have clips. We can get clips for you. Hello, Careless Dog. Skimson. Oh, I answered that one. What mount? Yes, what Potato said. Mushy? I don't think it sounds mushy. Hmm? Okay, let's see. Yeah, so I would say in terms of like from firm to bouncy, suspension, plate, plateless, or PCB. Um, I would say this one is a bit more like flexy, so it does move when you type, but plateless was just like it was just very bouncy. Not that it was bad. Like, I think my favorite configuration so far has definitely been plateless. But if you're looking for a comparison about like the typing feel, suspension is going to be the most firm, and then plateless is going to be the softest, and then the plate is going to be in the middle. So it's kind of weird. So here's what the PCB looks like, right? And you can actually break off these tabs to do plate, but it's irreversible. So if you want to do all three, you have to get 2 PCBs, right? Or if you keep the leaves on, you can do 2 of them. So you can either go from like the most firm to the softest, right? And then if you want to go in between, you do have to break off these gaskets and it's irreversible, right? So that's what the PCB looks like. Have a good lunch. I think in terms of sound profile, I think suspension was most consistent. Yeah, I think suspension was most consistent, but I like the sound and feel of Plateless more though. But I mean, I just like Plateless, so that's like my preference. Let me preface it with, this is my preference, but hopefully that kind of helps you guys if this is something you're thinking about getting. If you want to do the 2 mounting, because there's 3. If you want to do the 2 mounting, it's either going to be the most firm or the most bouncy, most flexy. And if you want to go in between, you have to break these off and it's irreversible, right? So there's that. It's interesting that there is this plate or this frame that you use for that. But I think it's a really nice touch. The only thing is that when you do the orientation of this plate, you have to make sure that it's right on the right side, because it looks correct on the side, but when it comes to the orientation on the other side, it does matter. So when you're assembling it, that is something to consider. This kit starts at $350. This is the R2. You have 3 colors, black, navy, tan, 3 accents. So the accents being like this one right here, this right here. So you have black, red, and gold. The kit will come with the FR4 and hot swap PCB. It's only hot swap. However, you can buy extras. So you can buy extra like badges, accents, and you can buy 4 different plates. I had the page pulled up, but let's see. You can buy FR4, alu, palm, or carbon fiber, and there are some restrictions. So for example, let's see, where is it? There's a build guide and there's like warnings about what you can or cannot do. So yeah, so suspension mount, you can only do alu or FR4. The other plastic plates are too soft. There's an Avalon tower wide? What? But yeah, so here's the front. Here's the side. Here's the back with the nice weight. USB side, and then front. And on the weight, you can see the 3 right here. And then there's also one right here. Neat. Yeah, personally my favorite was the Plateless. It is hot swap Plateless, but it felt fine. I mean, it probably just depends on like which switches you're using. Would not recommend using 3-pin. They actually put that in the build guide too. If you're going to be using Plateless, don't use 3 pins because it is hot swap. Hello, Dizzy. But yeah, am I missing anything? Let me see. Was there anything you wanted to add? The designer's actually in chat right now, so was there anything you wanted to add? Oh, the Keycap set? Thanks. It's panels. Grace Jean, thanks. So I have a typing test condensed VOD of this out pretty soon. But yeah, I hope I explained everything. Thank you, Fat Free Water, for sending this out to me and letting me build. Neat! The R2. What's usually my favorite plate? I like half plate or plateless. But if I had to pick, I would pick FR4 or Palm if I wanted soft. I used to be diehard PC, but the more and more I used PC, the more I just didn't really like the sound that it has. And so, actually, not even Palm. I like polypropylene, so PP. Otherwise, I would probably go plateless, half plate, FR4 PP. Yeah.